Hello, YouTube. Let me try to center this a little better. So, this one's for my pops. We don't talk very much. I think we do a good balance between talking good and talking bad. So our conversations kind of stay squared around. But today we had a pretty good talk, and I asked him about a video that I should make, and he said something about like life, friendship, marriage, religion, or politics. So I guess we can do that. Life can be boiled down to the same freaking word, lessons. We all have the same lessons that we have to learn in life, and the quicker that we learn the lessons, the faster life becomes, and the more exciting life becomes. It's kind of unfortunate, I would have to say, that the more you put in, the more you get out, and the less you put in, the less you get out. And but that also goes for if the more negative you put in, the more negative you're going to get out of it too. So some people are constantly treading there and say they're fighting their demons, but they're just actually like fighting their bad choices. Life is compound of good choices, and life is compound of bad choices. So if somebody that's genuinely happy, you're probably going to find them making either really good choices over and over again and either sound decisions, probably not off emotion so much and more off logic, but that's just that's just me saying being biased. But when it boils down to that, I wouldn't say that people that have a really good life are going to complain that oh everything's going my way. Oh God, why does everything always work out for me? I don't think that guy exists. I've never heard that person complain about everything going their way. So if that guy exists, please, I'd like to meet you. But what you put in is what you get out. So that's one thing I'm going to say about life. If you want to know about my 10 lessons of life that you need to learn, maybe I can do a video on just them. But for the most part, you're going to pick them up in all my videos. So friendship, relationship, love, how we build our relationships is basically boiled down to you want to say as above, so below means as within, so without. You want to look around on the people that you surround yourself with. If they're positive, compassionate, empathetic people, chances are you're going to be a compassionate, empathetic person. If you are mean, hurtful, constantly rash, or built off emotion, you're probably going to surround your pack with people that are going to feed the same emotions. This goes for the same people that use the same social media, Facebook, Instagram, the people, your social surroundings, where you work, everything boils down to as you manifest it, the people you hang around with and the things you think about. You can say you don't think about those things, but you can look around and people can see exactly who you really are. So, friendship, marriage. See, marriage is a different word now than it was a long time ago, although it means the same thing. When I got married in November, it was one of the things that I thought that um, had to be something that I had to build on. Like, if I was going to marry this person had to be the absolute right person. They had to be the absolute perfect person. They had to never be the most loyal. They had to be the person that never hurts you. They have to be the person that's always going to stand by you. But this is what I think about marriage. People go into that setting going to define who they're going to be marrying, and they categorize them and they monetize them and say they have to meet these certain amount of qualities before that they're good enough for you. I don't think that's right. I think any two people can manifest love. I think two people can coexist as long as they're both willing to not compromise who they are, but compromise situations and not monetize situations. Say, since I did this, you got to do that. If you start doing that stuff, you start weighing out your relationships. You start weighing out that you're bringing more value, then that person's never going to be good enough. So people that actually weigh the relationships before they get into them, or they go into marriage thinking that this person is going to be the same person that they met when they first met them, but they're not. And you should friggin' hope that they're not the same person that they are when you met them 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road. I think every single day you should be breaking through and busting through the last person that you were the day before, or the last person you were the night before, the last person you were the thought before. And you shouldn't be constantly making the same mistakes over and over and over and again. You should be able to grow off the people around you, and maybe you're not making the mistakes. Maybe the people that are around you are making those choices for you, and that's why you end up in those situations that you are. And that goes for marriage, and that goes for friendship, and that goes for relationship, and it goes for family. People stick around losers because they think that they're their blood. But well, some people figure out that it takes a long time to let those people go and to realize that you're going to be a lot better off without them. People don't like to think like that, but it's too late before they figure out that. That's the truth. All right. My dad also has money. No. He's got religion and politics. Yep. So I have a triangle, and the reason I have a triangle around religion and politics is because money. Money is the one thing that surrounds and divides us, creates religion, politics. Those people that sit at our seats of power are just bankers. They're conglomerates. They're lobbyists. They're political activists that just get like a pinch off the top and they're satisfied with that. These are all people that are material based. And when you look at a triangle, the material base is always going to be the bottom plane. So when a lot of people don't understand how they're not getting anywhere in life, or they're not moving forward anywhere in life, or they're not pushing themselves to go anywhere, it's because they're stuck on that 3D plane. Their 3D plane is always going to be around money, politics, and religion. Those three things are always going to divide us, and they're always going to lead us to routes of division and conquer. That's all it's going to do. However, those three things can be used as tools for productivity. They can be used as tools for, unfortunately, what people use them armed for is war. And where I come from, war is not acceptable. You should have an inner war with yourself, and there should be no other external war going on. As soon as you resolve your internal wars with yourself, you realize and you absolve yourself because you know what your demons are, and you know you have to live and exist with them, but you do not battle them anymore. You live above them, and it's very simple. And when you need to, you can turn into a monster or a demon when the time being comes, if that needs to be. But you should always use the sword when you need, when the word doesn't matter anymore. So it's not the meek that's going to inherit the earth. It's going to be the people that know how to use the sword when the words fall. And that's going to be the outcome of everything that's going to be coming up in the next, 6 months. So that's my video to you, Dad. I love you. I'm not angry at you. I'm not upset with you. I would wish you would see things in my viewpoint, but I accept that you're not always going to see things in my way. However, we can work together and maybe see eye to eye or just agree to disagree. The future is in our hands, hey? So, I think for the duration of the evening, perhaps do something more fun and productive. I've loved doing these videos. Maybe I'll give you a phone call. Maybe I'll call you tomorrow. Maybe I'll play some COD, play some Warzone, and get a W. Any Hoosers, you guys have a good evening. I'm going to do top 10 tomorrow or maybe later tonight. So you guys be free. Free will free. Free will free. Free will free. Will it? Only you will be the deciding factor of that. So, on this 3D plane, I would say, do as you please, as long as you don't hurt anyone else. And why don't you guys jump online? So let's play some Warzone. Let's get a W.